Alright, another day in our Technika update. As you guys can see, this is the MAX Technika control panel here. Now, there's just a few things to note. These knobs work already, so I don't need to do anything. As soon as I plug in the board and everything, these already work, so that's already been taken care of. Now, the service button has actually been taken out already. It's saying right here. I'm going to wire the service and test button up to the cabinet. Unfortunately, the coin counter and this power button, they're not going to do anything. This isn't wired up. I don't know how it wires up inside the cabinet, so I'm not going to bother with it. This guy, I don't know how wired up because I don't know where the ticket line is, and because I don't know where the ticket line is, the coin line, because I don't know where this coin line goes to inside the cabinet, I'm going to have to hook up the service button over to the coin line. So pretty much when you insert a coin, it's got to press the service button and start a game. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here and hook up everything, and I'll show you guys the results very, very soon. So stay tuned. Alright, so as you can see, the test and service button are all wired up here, and they're just kind of dangling down the wires from right here. But I figured what I'd do is something similar to what I did with the base stage. I have some ticket connectors right here that would go to like a ticket mechanism inside of an arcade cabinet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wire them up. One's going to go in the control panel here, and one is for the cabinet. So it's going to be very similar to the base stage actually. One of these is going to be service, ground, test. Something similar to that. And then that'll be wired up in this control panel. And then this one will be the cabinet one, so it will just lead straight out. And the ground wires, though, are going to be bridged when it comes out right here. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all done here. Hopefully this works out okay. I haven't played around too much with like test service buttons with the grounds being bridged too much, so we'll see how it works out. I think it'll work out pretty good. It worked out pretty good with the base stage, so I'm having high hopes that this is the best solution. So I'll be back in a minute with my handiwork done. Alright guys, so for the control panel here, this is what it's going to look like. So you can see the service and test button down there comes all the way down and comes to this connector. So you can see it's all wired up here. Now you might be wondering why there's two wires coming out of this one, and it's because, as I said before, I don't know where the coin line is inside the Technika cabinet. Unfortunately, the service manual does not have a wiring diagram at all, so I'm going to have to hook it up to the service button to make everything work. So when you swipe a card, it just presses the service button pretty much and inserts a single credit. So that's why those two wires are there. That's going to be where the card swiper hooks up to. And now I'm going to go over to the cabinet and do the same thing. Going to put the opposite connector of this one on there and then bridge it so service goes to service, grounds go to grounds, and the test button goes to the test button. So give me a few minutes here, and I'll be back with my handiwork on that. Alright guys, so first of all, part of my mess down here, it is just crap all over the floor, but as you can see, I have this all hooked up now. These were the test service and ground lines. So what I did was this ground line splits into two, goes into this little connector here, so ground and ground, so it's this black one's ground, this green one's ground, goes back into here, and then it's still split, so each button gets their own ground, and then the service and test button are their own on each corner. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the cabinet after plugging everything else into this control box, and hopefully everything works out. So be back in a minute to show you the results. Okay, so as you can see, the game just booted up here, so we're going to go ahead and give my control panel a test here. Go ahead into the test menu, and then we'll hit service. So we'll go ahead and hit this red button here, and alright, yeah, that button works. So we can see we are now in the setup menu. You can go ahead and probably exit it now. Come on. Thank you. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and see if I can insert correct by pushing the service button. Go ahead and do that. And here we go. So my service and test button all work. Let's kind of mute this for a second here. Awesome. Control panel works, which is excellent. So it really was the last huge step needed to get this cabinet running. This card reader is still not hooked up. I need to figure out what these are, what these go to get this running. Because right now, if I do a card test, let's see, where would that be under? Network maybe? No. Game setup. Gosh, where is that setting? I/O test. There we go. So if I hit this button, it's going to say test, and it's going to fail. It said card test failed. It was kind of blurry, but that's what it said. So I had to figure out what that goes to get this wired up correctly and get the card system working. And then on top of that, just the top monitor. And then that's it. The card reader is pretty much ready to just be dropped in. So the card swiper, that is. So we'll go ahead and I'll wire that up probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to make a video about that, in all honesty, because it's kind of boring. The other stuff that I've been showing off is kind of unique because no other Technika cabinet's done it. But if you guys want to see what that looks like, let me know. I might make a video of it. But there you guys go. The machine is working with the test and service button now, and the credits should go in when I want them to, when the card swiper's all hooked up. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. It's been a lot of hard work, so thanks for watching.